Students, please mute your mic and mute your video. Okay. Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, HOD, sir, we can start the session, sir.
Madam, hello, good morning, madam. Good morning, madam. Good morning, madam.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
Sir, start பண்ணலாமா sir session?
Okay, start பண்ணலாம் madam. Start பண்ணுங்க.
Okay, sir. Yeah, okay, sir. Good morning, one and all. Good morning, one and all. I would like to start the session with a great quote of a great leader, Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Once again, I welcome you all for this wonderful session. Now, I request our HOD, Professor Dr. C.B. Sendulkumar, sir, to introduce. Sir, over to you.
Good morning, one and all. Today's session is the 2.0. It's version 2. It's very important for the students. Second wave for the COVID. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வேவ் கோவிடே வந்து நம்ம ரொம்ப இதுவாகுது. செகண்ட் வேவ் வந்து மிகப்பெரிய சேலஞ்ச் தான் எல்லாருக்குமே. இது வந்து எங்க ஸ்டாஃபுக்குன்னு இல்லை, ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாருக்குமே. ஸோ அதுல வந்து நம்ம மீண்டு வந்துக்கிறோம்னா கண்டிப்பா மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு கடவுள் அருள் தான் எல்லாருக்கும். ரெண்டாவது வந்து என்னன்னா, நம்ம எல்லாரும் வந்து இப்போ வந்து பார்த்தா கண்டிப்பா ஒரு ரெஃப்ரெஷ்மெண்ட் தேவை. சார் காலேஜ் தந்த உடனே ஃபர்ஸ்டே வந்து இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமான்னு சொல்லி எல்லா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸும் ஃபேக்கல்ட்டியை என்ன கேட்பீங்கன்னு எனக்கு நல்லா தெரியும். எதுக்குன்னா நம்மளுக்கு வந்து இப்போ ஒரு ரெஃப்ரெஷ்மெண்ட் ரொம்ப தேவை. அந்த ரெஃப்ரெஷ்மெண்ட் வந்து சார் வந்து நல்ல ஒரு என்டர்டைன்மெண்டா இருப்பாங்க, உங்களுக்கு நல்ல ஒரு மோட்டிவேட் ஸ்பீச் கொடுப்பாங்க. இவங்க வந்து ஃபர்தரா நம்ம வந்து ரெகுலர் காலேஜ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது இவங்க வந்து டைரக்டா வரலாம். இந்த கோவிட் சுச்சுவேஷனால நம்மளுக்கு வந்து இப்போ கூகுள் மீட்ல நம்ம மீட் பண்றோம். ஸோ ஹார்ட்லி வெல்கம் சார் மிஸ்டர் விஷால் சார். ஏன்னா விஷால் சாரை வந்து ரெக்கம் பண்ணதே வந்து டாக்டர் ரேவதி மேடம். இந்த டைம்ல வந்து டாக்டர் ரேவதி மேடத்துக்கு நான் தேங்க்ஸ் பண்றேன். அதுக்கப்புறமா மோகனப்பிரியா மேடம், ஆறுமுகம் சார், ரூபி மேடம், எல்லா ஃபேக்கல்டிஸையும் நான் வந்து வெல்கம் சார். வெல்கம் மிஸ்டர் விஷால் சார். யூ கிவ் த மோர் energetic from the students to how to come to the second wave of COVID, and you will motivate from the students and the faculties, not only for the students, sir, faculties and all the participation. So heartily welcome, Mr. Vishal sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the warm welcome. Followed by, I request Ms. Ruby Shantameri, Assistant Professor, Dept of Commerce, to render welcome address. Ruby, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Kekudha.
Yeah, ma'am. It's all.
A warm and cherished morning to one and all present here. It gives me a great pleasure to extend a warm welcome on behalf of Dept of Commerce. I would like to introduce today's presenter, Mr. Vishal Katkar. He was a leadership coach who has helped corporate and the student community overcome the self-limiting belief system and lead a successful life. 14 plus year of work experience and more than 13 year of training experience, expertise in leadership skill, coaching, mentoring, facilitating life skill, soft skill, personality development, and interpersonal relationship and management. He was a certified NLP and IAO trainer and CMTF, CLDM, CPTP, CID certified from Carlton Advanced Management Institute, USA. He has helped lakhs of professionals to create the successful stories. We are really thankful to him for taking the time out of his busy schedule. I welcome you, sir. And I also like to welcome our beloved HOD, Professor Dr. C.B. Kumar, sir, for his contribution and support. I heartily welcome you, sir. Then I would like to welcome my dear colleagues and all the students, those who are registered for today's session. I welcome you all. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ruby, ma'am, for the wonderful presentation and your warm welcome. Now it's time to hear from our today's chief guest, Sir Vishal, sir.
Very good morning, everyone. Good morning, dear students. Good morning to the management of M.G.R. Institute of Technology. Uh, Happy morning, first of all, and trust all of you are keeping safe, fit, and fine. My name is Ejaz Ahmed, and I'm privileged and it's an honor here to be amongst you, representing Skills Enhancement Academy in the role of the head of operations and the leadership coach. Today's session, I'm sure all of you will be very excited just by looking at the name. Yeah, just by looking at the name. Can I request everyone to just mute themselves, please? All of them to just mute, please, so that we don't have any disturbances of ringtones and calls coming in between, guys. Thank you so much. Right. So I'm sure all of you are really excited today. Looking at the title of the program, Students 2.0. Yeah. I'm sure all of you must be wondering, is it very similar to this Rajnikant movie Robo? Where we had, the Endiran first part and then the second part came in as 2.0. Well, if you ask me, it could be something very similar, but this could be something even more grander, even more powerful, even more interesting, even more exciting. I can keep going on and on. Today, as Professor Senthil Kumar just highlighted, we are going through a very challenging times, my friends. I'm sure all of you would agree to this. The challenge is not something that we just wait for it to get over and then we get on with life. The challenge today is it is threatening our very existence. It is threatening our very right to live normally. It is threatening the basic rights that we are requiring to live in our lives. Everything today has come to such a situation that we look for rules and regulations for everything today. Today, you can't even go and shake somebody's hands freely. You can't even go and embrace someone freely. You can't even look at someone and stand at this distance and speak. Even that has become a problem. Yeah, even that has become a problem today because of the entire world, not just India, my friends, but the entire world has been affected by this dreaded disease, the dreaded virus known as COVID-19. I know we can go on and on talking about this, but let's not waste our time on things which is negative. Let us go more into what we call as driving positivity. So before we start the session, uh, today's session, as I told you, we have called this as student. It's a student-focused program, something that we are really looking at to make you guys understand the value of you being students, understand the essence of why you need to be programmed in this manner so that your future, your lives are in your control. So before we take this program further, I would like to do a very important activity. This is a concept which we call as the 3M concept. 3Ms. The first M stands for mindfulness, the second M stands for mindset, and the third important M stands for meditation. Okay? It's mindfulness, mindset, and meditation. So what are we going to do in this? This is a 10-minute exercise where I want you all to be really focused. I want you to be away from any kind of disturbances, whatever surrounding, whatever background noises, wherever you are in. Please move to a nice, peaceful, silent spot. You can use your headphones if you want. If you have a good speaker, I leave that to you. We're going to go into a 10-minute guided meditation tour. Now, why do we do this? Today, we are all in this world of doing things very fast. Everything has to be done fast. You order tea, it has to come. You have to order food, it has to come like this. You order on Amazon, you want it within 24 hours. You order for anything, it has to come within that short time. You want to switch on your laptop, it has to come like this. You have to go to your mobile phone and use an app, it should respond immediately. The moment it delays, we immediately go into this state called as nervousness. You immediately go to the state called panic. Oh, what has happened? Why did I do this? Why didn't I get this? Why this is not happening? Why that is not happening? All these things come into our mindset. As a result, we go into a state of panic. We go into a state of complete disturbance, emotional disturbance. And this slowly builds in the form of great stress. The meditation exercise that we are going to do is a very unique program that we have done for a lot of corporates. This has been devised after a lot of research, a lot of coordination with leading international universities such as Harvard and Oxford. The inputs taken from those experienced faculty from all those universities have been put into this very short and brief meditation experience. I want you all to, first of all, get into a nice, relaxing position. Just watch me on my video. You could do the following things. You could either lie down completely on your back, keep your hands on the floor like this, and lie down completely if you're comfortable with that. Or you could sit in a very comfortable position, either in your chair or on the floor, wherever you're sitting. You could either close your eyes or you can lie down like this. You can lie down like this. So with your cheek on the palm. This is the most relaxing and comfortable position for all of us. So which one is comfortable for you? You could choose. You could lie down. You could lie down like this, or you can just sit, relax, take a back support, and get into a very, very comfortable position. I'm going to share you my screen, and we will start the session in a couple of minutes. And I want all of you to please mute yourself. Vishal, can you see my screen?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Please also confirm if you can hear the audio. I'll just play it now and I'll quickly rewind and go back. Are you able to hear the audio, Vishal?
Let it play. It's at pause.
Are you able to hear it, Vishal?
Not yet. Not yet. Hello.
Yeah.
Not yet. Right. Yes.
Did you hear it, Vishal, now?
Still no. Ms. Monopriya, can you confirm from your side whether you are able to hear the audio, or Ms. Ruby?
No, sir. Actually, it is not hearing.
It's not audible.
Yes, it is not audible.
Give me a minute, guys.
So good morning, everyone, and very interesting that today we are doing a program for our first time ever association with the M.G.R. University. So thanks to Mr. Sendil Kumar, the head of the Department of Commerce, and Ms. Mohonapriya, who has been so considerate and supportive in getting this program organized for the whole of the Commerce Department. So on behalf of Skills Enhancement Academy, we take this pleasure in trying to convey our heartfelt thanks to the whole management, the staff, and to the most dearest and loving students for making it to this morning session on Student 2.0. So friend, a very interesting topic, because we don't do the same topic for all colleges. We have done close to 186 plus colleges all over India, and the list is just increasing. Today, M.G.R. is into our list as well. So the 186 becomes 186 plus 1. So 187 colleges is where we stand. And not just 187 colleges, we also have a corporate experience of 31 Fortune 500 companies. So Skills Enhancement Academy, that's the name of our organization. And we believe in inspiring minds and transforming lives. So here Ejaz has got something very interesting for you. But before he could rejoin, I thought maybe I could just use this time to set forth the expectation for this workshop. So there's going to be a 1 hour from now. We are at 10:46. The max that we look at in trying to close this workshop would be by 12 p.m. And the workshop will run for 1 hour, or 1 hour 5 minutes to be precise. And the last 10 minutes will be a question and answer session, where you can ask us anything that you have on your mind, and we will give you answers for all your questions. Okay. So in terms of our programs, we have been lined up with programs after programs after programs. And one of the interesting programs that we conceptualized when Mr. Sendil Kumar approached us that can we do a program for our students, our dear M.G.R. students. I said, why not? Yes, we can do. So what program would you like to do, sir? I said, let's do a program called Students 2.0. Now, this 2.0 is not the COVID that we're talking about, but we are talking about you in person. Yes, it could be Vaishnavi, it could be Kandakumar, it could be Bhubalan, it could be Mahalakshmi, Bhagyalakshmi, cousin, or all my other dear friends who are watching me through the YouTube streaming, or the people who have joined me through the Google Meet. My dear friends, this 2.0 is just not anybody else but you that we are talking about. Your first version has already come to the world, and that is what you have been living all these years. until the world came to a standstill where nothing was moving forward, everything was locked down. So how are we going to rethink, reinvent, and rewire ourselves? Because if you're going to last with just the first version of yourself, let me tell you, the first version has already become outdated. Now is the time to update and upgrade your life to the next version that the world is looking at, the world is expecting to see out of you. And that version is what we call as the student 2.0. It doesn't matter which department you are in, whether you belong to a first year, whether you belong to a second year, whether you belong to a third year, or whether you are a postgraduate student. All that matters today, if you're joined this forum this morning, the only thing that matters is after this 1 hour and 15 minutes, I expect you to look at your life in a different fashion. We expect you to reinvent, rethink, and rewire your whole life. Is it possible in just 1 hour 15 minutes? Yes, that's where we are here to prove you. That's what we are specialists in. And this is what we have been doing, not once, not twice, not thrice, but for almost 1.5 decades. So 15 plus years of experience, 196 plus institutions. Okay. Be it the faculty development programs, be it the student signature programs, be it the Fortune 500 companies, be it programs for individuals for the open market, you can come to Skills Enhancement Academy and you can have all your questions answered. Okay, so that's the kind of programs, because I was the other day talking to Mohana Priya. I told her, Madam, we need to do something for your students and we need to do something for your faculties as well. So our signature programs are the best in the world because they are research-based programs. We do a complete research before we bring these programs to the open market. And today, I would really say that you're all lucky to witness one of our signature programs. So sit back, relax, enjoy what is going to come your way. Would request a little bit of sincerity and devotion to the session. Okay, so here Ajas is back. Yes, Ajas, you can take it forward. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Vishal. And we will now be going to the guided meditation. Apparently, there is some technical issue with Google Meet's audio and video sharing, so we will do this live. So, as I told you all, I want you all to first of all sit in your desired comfortable position and lie down on your back, on the floor, or if you have a desk, put your heads on the desk by placing it on your palm, and ensure you're in a peaceful environment. Yes, my friends. As we begin to unwind and release the unwanted energy inside our body, welcome to this beautiful journey of self-realization. Once you are in your desired comfortable position, close your eyes as you feel getting into a beautiful state of relaxation. Breathe in slowly at the count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe out very slowly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Welcome to all the wonderful people created by the Almighty Creator, the Supreme Power which is above all of us. Keep your eyes closed and breathe in and breathe out very slowly. You are now feeling all the negative vibes, the negative energy, the bad thoughts, the pain, the suffering, slowly leaving your body. Feel it getting out of your head, your face, your body, your abdomen, your legs, your knees, and your feet. Your body, mind, and soul is now refreshed and clean, and you are entering into a beautiful state of relaxation. Enjoy this moment. Breathe in and breathe out. And I want all of you to relax. Imagine looking at the face of the person you love the most. It could be your parents, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your caretaker. It could be your teacher or a very close friend. Give that feeling of true love towards this person a beautiful color. Let it be the color of white. Feel the color of white. Feel the magnificent glow of white filling your heart and every part of your body as you continue to relax. Imagine the beautiful color of white representing a bright full moon. Feel the brilliant radiance and the cool breeze blowing over your face. Feel the glow of this moon falling on your face and on your body. Relax and enjoy the moment. Imagine the beautiful face of that person you love the most in your mind as the thoughts of that person fill your mind. Relax and enjoy every single moment you have spent with that person. Now, imagine looking at a beautiful red rose turning round and round and round in the center of the brilliant white full moon. Imagine the beautiful red rose is you. Imagine the soft petals of the rose falling all over your face. Imagine the rose petals raining over your body as you enjoy its fragrance. Enjoy this moment and relax. Imagine your parents celebrating your success, the success of their loved child who has achieved the goal. Relax and enjoy that beautiful moment when you see your parents celebrating your success with all the joy and happiness on their faces. Feel the tears of joy flowing on the cheeks of your parents as they celebrate and feel proud of their little one's achievement. Now, continue to see the white bright moon and the beautiful red rose turning round and round in the center of the moon. Enjoy this beautiful moment, my dear. and relax. Keep breathing. Slowly in and exhale slowly out. Imagine the warm, loving hands your mother and your father placed on your head. Feel their blessings as you take this new journey towards achieving your goal. Imagine that beautiful moment and keep seeing the white moon and the beautiful red rose turning round and round. Enjoy this moment and relax. You are now in a complete state of relaxation as the blessings of your parents and your elders enter into your body. Imagine and feel the positivity of their blessings entering you. Feel it flowing from your head as you feel that great moment of total satisfaction. Feel it all over your face, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and your ears. Feel as your face gets rejuvenated with the positive energy of these blessings. My friends, you are now into a highly blessed state. Reaching the white moon and the beautiful red rose, turning round and round. Relax and continue to breathe in slowly and breathe out very slowly and enjoy this beautiful moment. Imagine the positivity flowing all over your body from your head and your face. Now, take this moment to show gratitude, to say a big thank you to all those people who have made your life beautiful. Thank them for their love. Thank them for the affection and support they have shown. And forgive them for any mistakes they have done. Feel the moment as you forgive and allow the love to flow into your thoughts. Embrace these people, embrace these beautiful people in your lives as your loved ones. Continue to see the white moon and the beautiful red rose turning round and round in the center of the moon. Keep breathing in slowly and breathe out very slowly. Enjoy this moment, my dear friends, and relax. Imagine the moment of achieving your success. Imagine the happiness around. Imagine the moment of pride in your heart as you accomplish every goal you have desired in your life. Imagine this beautiful moment as you continue to live every single beautiful moment blessed on you by the Almighty Creator. Reaching the white moon and the beautiful red rose, turning round and round, round and round. Enjoy this moment as you breathe in slowly and breathe out very slowly. Relax. You have been created by the Almighty Creator for a specific purpose. Take this moment and thank the divine power for blessing you with life each and every day. Thank Him for protecting you against every evil. Thank Him for blessing you with such lovely people around you. Thank Him for the food, for the shelter, for the clothes, and for the education. Thank Him for this beautiful institution that He has given you. Thank Him for all the good health that He has blessed you. Thank Him for giving you such beautiful parents, friends, and relatives. Imagine this golden moment, my dear friends, when you are seeing that white, bright moon and the beautiful red rose. Imagine the beautiful faces of your loved ones right in front of you. You are now in one of the most beautiful states of life, a state of complete relaxation, continuing to see that bright white moon and look at yourself as the beautiful red rose turning round and round. Enjoy this moment. Breathe in slowly and breathe out very slowly and continue to relax. Enjoy the feeling of being completely refreshed. You are now with a clean state of mind, ready to start your new life with all the positive energy. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and very slowly breathe out. We are now coming towards the end of this beautiful journey. And as I reverse count from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, you will now very slowly, very gently open your eyes, rub your palms gently against each other, place it over your eyes, sip a glass of water and feel the positivity surrounding you and within you. May you be blessed with an awesome life in this journey of yours. May you be blessed with all the success and good health in the life to come. May your paths be easier as you embark on this journey of creating your lives. Shine like a bright white moon and be remembered as that beautiful red rose in everyone's life. Shine like the bright white moon into everyone's lives that you come across. Shine like the bright white moon and make your parents, your teachers, and your institution feel proud of you. Be remembered, my dear friends, we are born with a specific purpose. Be remembered as that beautiful red rose. Thank you so much, my dear friends, and God bless you all. Yes, my dear friends, please come back to your normal positions, and I would like a few of you to share any kind of experiences, any feedback that you've had during this 11 minutes, 11 to 12 minutes of the meditation exercise that we just underwent.
You can also use the chat boxes to share your
Yes.
experiences.
This is a very unique tool that we have used in most of our programs for corporates and for a lot of colleges that we have been doing this program. And it has been done based on a lot of research, a lot of inputs taken from very credible institutions across the world. And we have put in a lot of factors here to appeal to the students' community to realize how lucky they are, to realize how blessed they are. The whole intent of doing this is to bring your thoughts and your mind into one rhythm so that you are in a clear, focused state as you proceed further. Yes, my friends, I'm looking forward to have some feedback on how was the feeling. Were you able to follow the instructions? Was it easier? You can use the chat box to type in your messages, or you can unmute and have a quick feedback on how the experience was. I hope
Students can, one sec, sir. Students can post your views on this meditation in your chat box. Students can respond for this.
I hope since I told all of you to close your eyes and put your head like that, I hope you all never fell asleep, right? So people, all the students, I hope you have not fallen asleep. Please wake up. The meditation is over. Because it's such a powerful meditation that it puts you into a total state of relaxation. So falling asleep is definitely not a problem. It does happen in most of our sessions where people go into a complete state of relaxation and you really feel refreshed, because it is like going into a 10-minute break where you're completely cut off from the world, you're cut off from every distractions, and you're focused totally on the white moon and the red rose. Good, no problem. You can share your details, your feedback as you progress into the session. Yes, my friends, so welcome once again to this program on empowering students, on re-engineering your mindsets and taking you into a new path towards your goals. Before I take you further into the program, I would like to quickly tell you who we are. I'd like to share with you uh, what is Skills Enhancement Academy all about, who we are, and what do we do in terms of as a company, what do we do, what is our core.
Aegis,
Yeah,
let's wait for a moment over here
okay.
because I have an interesting question to my lovely audience from M.G.R. University. And I definitely want an answer to these questions because Aegis and me will be taking this session forward only based on the answer. So you can either unmute yourself and speak, or you can go into the chat boxes and type your responses to the answers. So today, what we have planned is to give you those 3 secrets that can take your life to the next level in this crisis situation that the whole world is undergoing. These are not just ordinary secrets, but they are the extraordinary tools. Okay. Tool number 1, tool number 2, and tool number 3. So we have got 3 secrets in the next 1 hour that we are going to share with you to make yourself highly successful, to make yourself exceptionally brilliant, and to really stand out when compared to anyone else in today's market conditions. But now, the billion-dollar question is this: why should we give you the tools? You have to convince us, me and Ajas, that why do you want these tools? By the help of these tools, what are you going to do? Why should we share with you this morning? Because it's our research, it's our 16 years of experience, it's our partnerships with the leading universities across the globe, it's our case studies that has made us come out with these 3 secrets. So you've just come into the program today. Why do you feel you deserve to know the secret, and what will you do if you know the secret? So anybody who wants to unmute can unmute yourself and speak. Or you can go to the chat box and share your response. And as I told you, until and unless we don't get the answer, the program doesn't move forward.
Yes, students, friends, I was told that students of this institution are very talkative. They are very outgoing in their views. They're very outgoing in their thought, their feedback. So I just want to know how and why should we give you this 3 secrets? Are you all able to hear me? Are you able to understand the question? Hello, friends.
We have Abhirami, Ajish, Amsavalli, Anju, Bhagyalakshmi, Bhubalan. Friends, come on. Somebody or the other should be sharing us this answer. Why do you deserve to know this secret this morning?
Or to make the question even more simpler, why are you attending this session? Why are you attending this session? Yes, my friends, why are you attending this session in the first place? Vishal, is the response option enabled for all of them, or
Yes, sir, it is actually enabled. Students, please respond for the questions.
because they're so silent, they're so quiet, so it kind of gives me a fear that maybe it's not enabled, or or are they really scared that if they say something wrong, something will happen? Guys, nothing will happen. We are not going to make you stand up on the bench for wrong answers or right answers. There is no wrong answer, there is no right answer. All we need is your thought process. What is there in your mind? Because right now, uh, Vishal and myself, we are talking to a screen. Okay, we are talking to a screen where we can see a lot of pictures. We can see Kanda Kumar, we can see Bhagyalakshmi's picture, we can see Sai Baba's picture, we can see the moon, we can see the seashore. The only human I can see is myself and my friend Vishal. So it becomes more interesting when you people at least unmute and say a couple of words. But when you keep totally silent, it makes us feel nervous. It makes us feel, oh my God, I hope we have not come into the wrong meeting room. So just feel free about your answers. Very simple question: why should you know those three secrets, and why should and why are you here on this platform? What's the reason? They are, Vishal, I think they have made up their mind. என்ன கேட்டாலும் நான் வாயை திறக்க போவதில்லை. Today is what? Thursday or Friday? Normally this what is this called? Maunavritam, right? Maunavritam is done in Thursdays. That is how I was told in most of the communities. This Maunavritam, fasting of words. You don't speak that day, right? That is normally done on Thursdays. Thursday yesterday is over. Today is Friday. So I'm just wondering if today there's some kind of festival or any kind of Maunavritam day today that all of you are keeping so silent. You remind me of those classic Tamil movies, Vadivel comedy or Vivek's comedy, where they say, "இன்னைக்கு என்ன நடந்தாலும் I will not open my mouth." I don't know if it was Vadivel or it was Downloading or I don't know, one of those movies. They will never open their mouth because the moment they open their mouth, some trouble will happen. So they have decided not to open their mouth today. Yes, my friends. Can all of you at least say one good morning?
Sir,
Yes.
Ashwin wanted to share something. Yeah, Ashwin, go ahead.
Yes, Ashwin.
you're,
Yes, Ashwin, go ahead.
I had a good experience. So
Thank you so much, Ashwin, for coming up
it
and
was
speaking.
so nice.
Beautiful, Ashwin, fantastic. Thank you so much for coming up and speaking. Yes, guys, Ashwin has opened the account of speaking today. So who wants to follow Ashwin? Who wants to beat Ashwin in his speech? What is stopping you from talking? Is it your audio is not good, or what is stopping you from speaking up? Yes, my friends, what is stopping you from speaking up? Because we just want to make sure that you're all there on the bridge, you're all listening to this, because right now this silence is very scary. To be very honest, the silence is making us very nervous, very scary. Just to ensure all of you are fine, guys are in good state of mind, you're all keeping good health. So when you talk to us, when you speak to us, when you come and say good morning, hello sir, I have a question, this, that, whatever it is, you then know, okay,
Most of them are so shying, sir.
we are doing what?
Most of them was so shying, sir.
I know, why? Do I look scared? Do I look like zombie? Do I look, yeah, so does Vishal look that he's from the alien world? He's handsome. I mean, he's more handsome than me. I'm also handsome. Not that I'm not handsome, but then why are you shy for what?
Pardon, sir?
Yes. Why are you feeling sad?
So it is.
Yep.
Just because we had one of our friends from the call, Ashwin, actually opening up and trying to voice his friend's thoughts on the platform today. So thank you so much, Ashwin, for, in the first place. A round of applause for you for unmuting yourself and sharing your lovely experience about the meditation. And
Thank you.
also what your fellow students are feeling onto the call this morning. But this is what we want you people to understand. And imagine, my dear friends, there was this guy, a very short guy, okay, a very short person with good features, small eyes, walking into the world with big, grand dreams. His dream was the dream to become an automobile engineer. And he wanted to do everything that was possible to make the dream come true. So whenever he used to get time, he used to keep drawing. And drawing what? Designs. Designs of a beautiful and an important component inside an automobile. So very secretly, this guy started sending out these designs to the companies out there in the world, especially to a company called the Ford Motors. Not one, not two, but 21 times he sent the design repeatedly, again and again and again and again. And since the designs were not receiving any answers that he expected, he was looking forward for some bit of a response. And since that was not coming out from the automobile companies, he started sending the designs on the name of his college. Yes, see how mischievous he was. He started sending it on the name of his college. And when the 21st time the design went off to that company called the Ford Motors, the 21st time the design went off to the company called Ford Motors, this company got completely irritated. They wanted to know, who is this person who is sending them the designs again and again and again and again and again. And this time, the person has gone one step ahead because he was not using his names to send the designs. He was using the name of the college to send the designs. So they wrote a letter, now looking at the college's name, to the principal of that college, saying, "Hey, idiot, why the hell are you sending these stupid designs? Did we guy ask you to send these designs? We hate these designs. Stop it." The minute this letter was sent, you know what happened. The principal got shocked, completely shocked. He's like, what the hell? And remember, my dear friends, Ford Motors during that time was the world's amazing automobile organization in the world. Like today, all colleges wants to have tie-ups with great companies for placements. Similarly, during that time, every institution, every educational institution wanted to have a tie-up with Ford Motors to place their students into the campus recruitment drive, by means of which the student's future is settled. It's very secure. So now, because of this particular act, the relationship between the institution and the Ford Motors has got spoiled because they have got completely irritated by the act. The principal received the letter and he was completely heartbroken. Immediately, an inquiry committee was called in and they wanted to find out who is this guy who has done this mischief from the college. And in no time, it was discovered that the guy was Suchairo. I know most of you, after hearing this name, would not be able to really relate to this person. Suchairo. Yes, that's the name. But when I'm going to tell you the second name of this person, then you will say, yes, I know this guy very well. Oh, this person, nallave theriyum ma'am. So the complete name of the gentleman is Suchairo Honda. Yes, Suchairo Honda. So after the inquiry committee came in, they discovered that Suchairo Honda was the person who was doing this mischief. He was immediately asked to bring his parents. So Honda's father came to meet the principal. So when the father, the son, and the principal are in the room, the principal asked Suchairo, why did you do this? You're a very good student. I didn't expect you to bring so much of shame to me. Suchairo was putting his head down and listening like the most obedient student. He stood there, not uttering a word, completely ashamed. And the principal said, Suchairo, I'm terribly heartbroken with your behavior. I want you to give me in writing that you will never, ever, ever, ever do something like this again in your life. Suchairo said, sir, give me 2 minutes. The minute he said, I want 2 minutes, his father stood up from his place, came next to Suchairo and gave him a tight slap. And he said, if I had been the principal, I would have thrown you out of the college. How dare you? You say you want few minutes to think. And he says, Suchairo says, I'm very, 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 very sorry. I should have not done like this. I'm very sorry. I know I made a mistake, sir. But please, I request you, give me 2 minutes to think. I'm very sorry, sir. The principal said, okay, what's the problem in signing the letter right now? Why can't you give it to me in writing right now? Why don't you sign it and go back to your class? And if you're not going to sign it, you are going to force me to give you a TC. That's what the principal said. Again, Suchairo says, I'm very sorry, sir. I'm very sorry. I should not have done this. He goes onto his knees, begs and requests the principal for just 2 minutes. Now the principal has no other option because the student is so adamantly asking for the 2 minutes. He says, okay. So Suchairo runs out of the room, and after 2 minutes, he again comes into the room. After he comes into the room, he again starts saying, sir, I'm very sorry. I understand the seriousness of the mistake I have made, and I should have never done this, sir. It's a big, big, big disgrace I brought upon you. It is my dream to become an automobile engineer, and I should not have put your name on those designs when I was sending it to the Ford Motors. I should have put my name. I'm sorry for it. Now the principal has a very big smile on his face. He says, I know about you. You are a very good boy. That is why I gave you the second chance. Okay, fine. Let's not waste any time. Sign it and go back to your class. Now, after the statement is said, go back to your class, the principal expects that the boy will anytime immediately be wanting to rush to his class. But again, the boy says, I am very sorry, sir. I should not have done this. The principal tries to empathize with the boy. I know, my dear son, you are a very good boy. See, it was not me who hit you. It was your father who slapped you some time back. Senseless man. But don't get so worried. Don't become so sensitive. Forget it. Let's forget what you did. Let's forget all the incidents that have happened. And we will never talk about this ever again. Sign the letter and go back to your class and be happy. Okay? Go back. Sir, I am very, very sorry. I should have not done this. The principal said, now the principal has started to lose his temper. He's starting to lose his mind. Are you going to sign it or not? He says, sorry, sir. Sorry. I'm not going to sign it. The principal for a moment is just freezed. He's not able to believe the words that came and fell onto his ears. He asks, what? And again, Sochiro repeats, I'm not going to sign it. The principal asks, what do you mean you cannot sign it? Please give me my TC, sir. Give me my TC. I will get my TC and walk out immediately. Now his father becomes even more ferocious and he is coming there to again give a tight slap. But this time he's been stopped by the principal. The principal says, Father, wait. Wait. I will give you the time to slap your son. But wait. Again, Sochiro starts talking to the principal. I don't even want the TC. Let me walk out of the college right now. Let me walk out of the college right now. Now the principal asks, walk out? What are you going to do? What do you think that you have in your life that you want to leave a degree, an education and walk out? And the father is now joining the principal and he says, son, I will throw you out of the house if you're going to do this. And he says, it's okay. I know, father, that you will do this. What are you going to do? Again comes the statement from the principal. And this boy, after some thinking, says, probably, sir, I will design the best pistol in the world. The principal starts laughing. He said, are you crazy, Sochiro? Are you crazy, Honda? Are you stupid? You want to design the best pistol in the world? And you know how many automobile companies are out there, how many research professionals are out there, how much of huge R&D budgets these guys have, and what do you have is just nothing. Just nothing. So how do you think that you will be able to create such a kind of a pistol? It's completely senseless. You have gone mad, Sochiro. This guy is silently looking at whatever the principal is saying. And then after the principal pauses, he opens his mouth and says, I don't know, sir. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But sir, please let me go. Please let me go. And that day, my dear friends, he walked out of his college. He walked out of his house. He walked out of his life that he was living. He just went out of everything. just went out of everything. Friends, I have a question to you. The difference between these people and us comes down to the very fact, to the decisions that these guys make. When was the last time you thought you made such a decision in your life? The last time you threw away everything in your life for that one dream of yours? When was the last time? Look at what this guy had proved to the world at that particular point of time with just that one decision. He walked out of his life, his college, everything he had, just because he believed he can build the best piston in the world.
Sir,
And
it shows his
understand,
self-confidence, sir.
very true, Ashwin, very true. And understand those
Not
days.
me, sir.
Not you, okay.
Not you. Not me, sir.
Fantastic. Whoever gave me the answer, good. But understand, those days Google was not available. Now you have Google. You go into Google and type how to build the best piston in the world. You have 100 YouTube videos that are going to come.
He go to Toyota, sir, for working as an apprenticeship.
Absolutely.
Back in those days, all these things that you are blessed with in today's world was not made available. Even when they did not have all these things, my dear friend, these people stood up for what they believed in. My dear friends, I have a question for you. The question is pretty simple. He had to wait for not 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, but 9 long years, and design after design after design after design after design, 172 designs this guy designed, and every single design was rejected by every single company. And to the Ford Motors alone, he sent 68 times those designs, those piston designs, and all 68 times it was rejected. And now this guy became the most notorious guy among all the automobile companies. The minute they received any piston designs, all the companies in that particular city, that particular country, were very confident that it should be a design by Soichiro Honda. They never wanted to see this guy, because the minute they see Soichiro Honda, they used to feel completely pissed off. God, oh my God, one more design. Again, this person has sent it. But this guy didn't stop. He was sending it again and again and again and again and again for 9 long years. So I told you, I'm going to ask you a question. The question is this: when was it in your life that you took such a decision and you stuck to that decision for 9 long years? Forget 9 long years today. We make decisions and we even don't stick to those decisions for 9 months. Leave 9 months, not even 9 weeks. Sorry to say, not even 9 weeks, not even 90 days, you people are able to stick to your decisions. Not even 90 days. Ajas, do you want to say something over here?
Yes. Just to add on here, friends, see, all of you are now into this journey of your college life, right? Some of you are into your first years, second years, some of you in the final year. What sort of vision do you have when it comes to your life? My question to all of you. I see a lot of names here of GK. so many fancy names here. My question to all of you, what kind of a thought process do you have in your minds when it comes to deciding what needs to be done after you graduate out of college? As Pochero Honda, right from the time when he was a college student, if you see, there was a vision in him. There was this mad vision in him that he decided right from that time when he started sending out designs, that something connected with automobile is going to be his path forward. That's going to be his vision. So as Vishal just asked all of you the question a few minutes, just a short while ago, today we come up with decisions every second, every minute our decisions change. One day you look at some nice Facebook ad telling become rich in 1 month, and all of us go for it. Do this particular course and start earning great salaries. The next day you immediately you abandon this plan and go to the next plan. Decision changed. The third day you do share market, cryptocurrency, whatever it is. It all looks, those numbers look very fancy. Earn 1 lakh every month. Immediately the decision changes, because we in today's world are not focused. We in today's world do not know our true potential. We do not know what is it that we want to do with our lives. We have all the tremendous potential, we have all the skills, all the talents, but we are into a blind road, just running. This is good, do it for today. This is good, do it for today. We have never ever learned on what is the decision that we need to take in our lives moving forward. This is a great life story that is being narrated by Vishal. Vishal, I don't want to bring a break in this story, but please continue over, Vishal.
Yes. Thank you, Ajas. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Thanks, Geeta. Thanks, Ashwin. You people are making it interactive. Good. Decisions. That's the secret number one, to convert yourself from the current version of you to the 2.0 version of you, my dear friends. The right decisions. But I will always say, right or wrong, once you decide, take the next step and keep moving forward. Friends, we also take decisions. We all take decisions. But what are the decisions we take in our day-to-day life? Look back and you will reflect on, this weekend, should we have biryani or should we have some other thing? Should I play a PUBG or should I be playing a Candy Crush? Should I wear this particular shirt or should I wear this particular t-shirt? Our decisions talk about the quality of our willpower. The weaker your decisions, the more the weaker your willpower is going to be. The more the greater your decisions, the more the stronger your willpower is going to be. Every year on the 31st December, and when we are entering into the 1st of January, people call it the New Year. And during the New Year, everybody wants to make new decisions. And these New Year decisions are also called as the New Year resolutions. And you will have a big list, maybe 5 things, 6 things, 7 things, 8 things, 9 things, 10 things to achieve by that particular year. You will decide all that on the 31st night, And by the first morning, out of the 10 things that you have decided, you've already forgotten half the list. Then you'll call and you'll ask your friend, hey, Macha, I was talking to you about this 3 things, the 7 things on 31st December. No, last evening. I don't remember those 3 things. Do you remember? Everybody wants to be fit, especially when you are in your college. You don't want to gain weight. You want to run, you want to jog, you want to exercise, you want to hit the gym. Now, don't say you don't want. Everybody wants to look smart. Everybody wants to look young. Everybody wants to look handsome, beautiful. And for that, you may do anything and everything. And in this process, how many times, my dear friends, you would have kept your alarms to get up early the next morning and then start doing a workout? I will definitely get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Before the sun is out, I will be out of my bed. But the problem is, as usual, the alarm rings. And then you do something very beautiful about this alarm. What do you do, my dear friends?
Switching off your alarm.
Switching off your alarm again.
So switch it off. Rather than switch it off, we have
Switch
a
off and I
beautiful label into the alarm called the snooze.
Yeah,
So
for next 5 minutes.
You immediately in your sleep, you just try to search for your phone. You just blink, open your eyes, and you snooze the alarm. And this doesn't happen for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. This happens for as long as many days. And one fine day, your doctor will call up and say, hello, my dear, your health is snoozed. And then you'll start running for your dreams. Then you'll start running for your ambitions. Then you'll start running for your career. Then you'll start running for your job. Why? Why? Why are we not doing it when we have all the time in the world today? All these years you have been blaming for not being able to spend quality time with your parents, with your families, with your loved ones, with your mother, with your father, not even able to sit and have one meal with love and affection with them. Why? Because I am busy. I'm studying group studies. I'm going to my friend's house. We are going to work on this project. We have extra classes, extra coaching, extra tuitions. All this was taking away your time. But my dear friends, today you have been blessed with all the lost time that you felt and you were crumbling upon. God and the universe has gifted you that at this particular moment. But still, what are you doing with your time? Just fooling around, taking stupid, idiotic, silly, weak decisions. The secret of these guys, these extraordinary guys, and the guys like us, is only this: they take strong decisions. They will do anything for the decisions. We have been conditioned over here in our minds to live by the rule, do or die. But these guys, they live by the principle. They live by the fundamental belief. Their whole life revolves around the principle that do it or die trying to do it. That's what extraordinary legends are all about. Do it or die doing it. These guys, my dear friends, once they have decided, you cannot stop them. 9 years after he left the college, 172 designs, and the 173rd design, he again sends it to the Ford Motors. And there was this guy into the research and development wing of the Ford Motors who went immediately after the 173rd design came to them, and he goes into his head's cabin, the head of the manufacturing plant, and he says, "Sir, may I come in?" And he says, "Yes, I want to talk to you." "Yes, go ahead. What's it about?" And he says, "Suchairo has sent one more design." And by now, you know, this guy had become famous, notoriously famous. Oh, one more designer? That's what the head asked. So throw it into the dustbin. That's what we have been doing for the 172 designs. And he says, no, sir, you need to come and have a look. You need to come and have a look. He said, why the hell do I have to have a look at Sochorinos' design? Sir, please come and take the look. The minute they stepped out of the cabin of their office and moved towards the large boardroom in the middle of which that 173rd design was kept, both the head and this R&D guy were completely shocked. Because, my dear friends, this time, the 173rd time, the piston that Honda designed by far and large was the best ever design in the history of mankind. In the history of mankind. The minute the Ford guy saw it, he was convinced that this is a design that he needs immediately to take the brand called Ford Motors to the next level, create a revolution into the automobile industry. Immediately, he calls for the finance assistant and he says, bring me the checkbook. And a check for $700 million was wrote to Sochiro Honda. $700 million. And he received this check for $700 million. And you know, what's the most funniest part of this guy? He did not even know how much that money was. How much big that amount was. But he knew that it was some money. So he saw that and he knew that it was a very big amount. And you know, this guy, what he did, he was a different breed, you know. So he called up the other automobile companies and said, I have a fantabulous design of a piston. And he shared that design to all the other automobile companies. Now, into the market, all the automobile companies, seeing that design, they started fighting with one another. This is for me. No, this is for me. This is for me. This is for me. Everybody is trying to pit it against each other. And finally, this guy gets confused. He gets confused. Oh my God, what is happening? And he says, this coming Sunday at afternoon 3 o'clock, come and meet me in this hotel and convince me. All the guys from across the world come down to that hotel to meet Sochiro Honda. And finally, it sits down and says, everybody, you have 1 hour. Convince me and the piston is yours. And he sat down in a chair in the center of the room. And 1 hour, my dear friends, 1 hour, these guys fought amongst themselves. They spoke, they convinced, they gave bigger propositions, they gave brand partnerships. 1 hour, these guys completely listened to every single thing that was happening into the room. And the final offer that was made was for $1 billion. Guys, do you know how much is $1 billion? In today's market condition, in today's context,
Nearly
how much?
7,000 crores, so nearly.
Absolutely right, my dear friend. I am so proud of you that you are so very sharp and smart with your response. On a rough estimate, if it is going to be, it has to be somewhere around 7,300 crores. Let's round it off to 7,000 crores, as our dear friend said. When someone is going to come and give you that 7,000 crores, let me ask you this question and be honest to yourself, be truthful to yourself with utmost integrity and transparency. Answer my question. Will you accept it or not?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
7,000 crore. Will you accept it or not?
No, sir. I will made a condition, sir.
Very good.
I will create a company and I will only supply to that company.
Very smart. Very smart. Good. Good.
Because of that, I can grow more.
Beautiful, beautiful. I appreciate your forward thinking.
It will
But let
take
me
a
tell
time,
you,
but it will be a permanent one.
but let me tell you, after seeing all the people in the room fight so hard for 1 long hour, giving him brand partnerships, propositions, best offers, convincing, requesting, pleading to share that design, to come and join them as their automobile engineer. He was confused and completely lost in the emotions, and that is what humans are all about. That's what humans are all about. This emotion, certain times, really puts us into a terrible spot. The switch that ignites between the mind and the heart has to be delicately balanced. If one starts to dominate the other, you may end up taking the wrong decision. And he was completely confused at that particular point of time. 7,000 crores, 9 long years after he has left the college means a lot to him. Lot to him. And except for one or two who are speaking up, I will definitely say, out of the remaining lot into this forum, into this particular beautiful day, leave that 7,000 crores, if it is 700 crores, or if it is 70 crores, or not even 70 crores, 7 crores, but not even 7 crores, 70,000, you will definitely look into that money part of it. Because that's the power that money can do. Today, our lives are ruled by money. Everywhere,
Sir, but human
whatever
needs
and
are
what
unsatisfiable, right?
you want to do, you will require that money with you.
Yes.
He had been thrown out of his college. He had been thrown out of his house. He was staying in the backyard with all his friends, resting on the platforms of the world. So that money really means a lot to him. He felt in the heart of heart, yes, it's a good deal. He got carried away by the emotion. He took that check for that $1 billion and stood up and said, I'm convinced. The minute he said, I'm convinced, now these guys who are just surrounding him into that room, they became happy and they're giving a sigh of relief. Abba. And finally, this guy from the Ford Motor, the head, who came there to be a part of that Sunday discussion, said, Macha, dealer, awesome deal, $1 billion. Finally, you are going to be settled in your life. Hereafter, you will not torture us with your designs. Good man, good decision. You are convinced, awesome deal. $1 billion finally settled in your life. Now, Sacharo was just staring at this person. He said, no, 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 no. I think you guys mistook me. I'm convinced. I'm not convinced that I will go with this deal. And then he asked, then what the hell are you convinced about? He said, I'm convinced that I have designed the best piston in the world. The last 1 hour, the way in which you guys are fighting with each other, I am feeling very happy. I am sure that by far and large, this is the best piston in the world. Now the Ford Motor guy asked, what the hell? Hey, idiot, what do you mean? What's your decision? I don't understand when you say you're convinced. He said, decision. 1 minute. 1 minute. There is a complete silence in the room. And there comes that bold and courageous statement. I will start my own car manufacturing company. The minute he said that, this guy from the Ford Motor got pissed off. He took the file that was there on the table and threw on Socharo's face and said, what the hell, man? What do you think? You're stupid? Are you stupid? Hey, you think one piston and immediately one car is going to get ready? Do you at least understand, do you have that common sense that how many parts go into the manufacturing of a product called car? How many people are required? What kind of a factory setup is required? How many machinery and resources are required? And leave all that, how much of money is required? Soichiro Honda smiled and said, I don't know. I promise, man, I don't know any of these things. Then the other guy asked, then why the hell are you laughing? He said, no, this just reminds me of a previous incident. The incident that happened 9 years back. This is the same question my principal asked 9 years back. And you know what? Today, I have the best piston in the world. And I know that I can do something. First, I didn't even know I can do it, but I have fought hard for 9 long years. Every single minute, every single second, those 9 years, I stayed on roads, I stayed on platforms, I stayed with my friends, I was into the backyards. Somehow, I survived those 9 years. And every single minute of those 9 years, I was standing and working with only one focus: to build the best piston in the world. And when I know that I can do it, and I have done it, and you people are fighting for that piston, now I'm convinced that for the next 90 years, I can fight even more harder and do a great thing. I can really set up an automobile organization. I will fight for it for the next 90 years. And now, the guy in the room, the Ford Motor guy, is completely, terribly upset and angry. He says, I will destroy you, Soichiro. He says, all the best. If you can, destroy me. You know what? In the next 5 years, you will even forget me. Until the last breath that I take in my body, I will either build this factory or I will die hard building the factory. I will die hard building the factory. Friends, that is decision. That is the power of decision. Once you decide, you will live by it. Either you do it or you die doing it. But sadly, today, we are all living with this one particular problem called the Niagara syndrome. You know what is Niagara syndrome? Niagara is one of the greatest falls into the world, the largest falls. The water in Niagara is so strong, the currents there are so upbeat that whatever goes there goes and hits the rock, it goes crashing down. If I'm going to throw this laptop into the Niagara, this is going to go and smash into the rocks and it's going to get destroyed. If I throw a cart into that, it's going to go and get itself destroyed. If I'm going to throw even a bus, a car, a lorry, a truck, or even a plane into the Niagara water, it's going to go with that current, crashing down and disappearing in no time. Yes. So are you. Today, you are also going in the direction in which the flow of life is taking you. And one fine day, I'm very sorry to say this, if you don't awaken to this reality, if you don't decide it right, you will also crash. It will either be an emotional fall, it will either be a financial fall, it will either be a health fall, it will either be a professional fall, or it will either be a personal fall. Because we are today getting stuck with our lives into the Niagara syndrome. And it's very dangerous, my dear friends. It's very dangerous. Now this guy goes back. He promises to the crowd that he will open the company. He didn't know, he didn't have any answer at that particular point of time that how is he going to do that. Before he leaves, he takes the check. He looks at those idiots there into the room. He kisses the checks and he says 1 billion. Then he tears the check, throws it away, and walks off. Friends, these are crazy guys. They are stupid. That's why I often love to say this quote to people. Listen very carefully. It's only those stupid people who believe that they can change the world actually end up changing the world. I again repeat, it's only those stupid people who believe that they can change the world actually end up changing the world. Unfortunately, the problem is, my dear friends, you're never stupid, you're never crazy. You are intelligent, and that's where the problem is. Today, you look into 1,000 possibilities before you make a decision. You also make a decision, but what kind of decision? Decision A. If decision A is the only thing that you had, it would have been the best ever decision. But what you do? Immediately as you make a decision A, you also come up with a decision B. And supporting the decision B, you also come up with a decision C. And if somebody asks you why the option B, then immediately you come up with the answer. In case the A doesn't work out, if A fails, then B will come into the picture. Oh, really? Really? Then why the option C? That is a safe boat, sir. That's a very safe boat. If both the decisions A and B fails, then I take the decision C. You also go in the boat, sir. Go to the Niagara. Fall, sir. Because that is what you're doing with your lives today. Spoiling your life with multiple unwanted choices. Don't make 100 decisions, 10 decisions, 1,000 decisions. Make one decision and commit your life to make that happen. The problem today with the youth of India is you are always afraid of committing. You don't want to commit. You don't want to live by your commitment. You don't want to honor your words. And I'm so sorry to say this fact. When we were having registration for this program, we had close to some 700 plus registrations for this program. But see the poor commitment. See how many people have turned up for this program. Just because the college is forced, saying that the attendance is compulsory. Some of you have joined and you have left. We are very happy. If there are only 2 people into the Connect, or if there are 700 people into the Connect, our quality of program will never change, because that is our commitment. That's our decision. We honor our decision. Just because the audience has dropped or our audience has increased, we don't change the program. Our programs are signature programs. By far and large, now you should have known that. The first step in making you a magnanimous personality in the world, to make you the 2.0 version of you, is your power to make the right decision. All the legendary people in the world, whoever the world has seen, right from Mahatma Gandhi to Alexander the Great to Napoleon Bonaparte to Mother Teresa to Steve Jobs to Mark Zuckerberg to Elon Musk, and name the personality, my friends. The biggest, the massive, the magnanimous of all these guys are ultimately successful, irrespective of what they chose in their life, because they made a decision and they lived their life committing to the decision. So this guy that day walked out of the platform, and the minute he walked out, you know what he did? He went to the banks in and around the country and approached them for loans. So once he started approaching them for loans, this guy also welcomed him, the branch managers. Oh, come, Sacharo, come. What do you want? What do you want? So one of the bank managers was saying to Sacharo, And he says, sir, I want loan, sir. And how much do you want? 10,000? 20,000? 1 lakh? And Suchero says, no, sir, I want 1,000 crore. Why? I want to start my car factory. Oh, that's great. So what proof do you have? I have nothing, sir. Do you have your educational validation certifications? Sorry, sir, I'm a dropout. Do you have any property that you can mortgage for the loan? Sorry, sir, I don't have a property. Do you have some proof, some IDs? Sorry, sir. Then what do you have? Sir, I have one piston design. Oh, so you will give the piston design to me and I need to give you the loan that you want. You want the 1,000 crores? Just trying to give me that piston design. And he says yes. And this was outright rejected over there. Rejection after rejection after rejection after rejection. There were 4 top banks in Japan at that point of time, and all 4 banks rejected the loan. There was no more bank to approach. No more bank to approach. So if you apply for a loan, my dear friends, and if your loan is rejected, what will you do? All the top banks have rejected your loan. What will you do?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, this is Pragati, and will feel disappointed about it and will search for other options of seeking loan. And for my knowledge, I know that we have venture capitalists who provide loan for our ideas. So I would go and opt that option, sir.
Super Pragati. I really appreciate first that you have started speaking up and you're making this more interactive for me in HS. But Pragati, the beautiful point that you said over here, the venture capitalists, the angel investors, okay, the fundraisers, all these people are in the market today, Pragati. We are talking about that particular point of time, which is almost 5-6 decades back, when there was nobody there.
In 1937, sir.
So what will you be doing at that particular point of time?
Again, have to go and seek for loan from other banking sites or have to other banks to seek loans, have to try other banks, not just the top banks, like all the other banks available. We'll just go and ask for out for loan.
Correct.
If not, we'll try to seek my own amount. Like if I have any property or something, I have to try something out.
Okay.
If I'm very much strong and determined on my decision, I have to work for it, and I'll try seeking anything out.
A very positive, a very optimistic approach, Pragati. Thank you so much with your beautiful response. This guy was the same nerve and steel guy. He had this $1 billion strategy. On day one, his loan was rejected by those 4 top banks. And he approached only those 4 top banks because the amount that he was looking forward was a huge sum. Other smaller banks will not actually give even a 25% of that amount. So he wanted to approach the bigger ones and get the complete amount sanctioned. The next day, he again goes back to the bank and he stands up there, same manager, and he again says, sir, loan, sir. And the bank manager says, you came here yesterday only, no? And I rejected it. He says, correct, sir, but you did that yesterday and I've come back again today. Please, sir, give me the loan. It will be very useful to build up my automobile company. The manager says, I told you very clearly, I cannot give you the loan. Honda again leaves the bank and comes back to the same bank and those remaining 3 banks day after day after day. He keeps meeting the managers. He keeps convincing them. And the only response that he is able to hear is, it is rejected. 4th day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day, eighth day, 6 months pass on, my dear friends. 6 months. He goes day in and day out and again and again and again and again. Finally, the managers lose their mind, and you know what they tell? They tell the bank gods, the next time you see Sochoro inside a bank, just throw him outside. Now, even after this order has been issued, Sochoro is still walking down to the bank. Still walking down. One continuous week, and he's been thrown out and out and out and out. And the next week, again he comes. Now the security guys have got into deep depression. Sir, they go and tell to the bank manager, what do we do? He's coming again and again and again and again. 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years, my dear friends, everyone in the bank now have tried their best explaining Sochoro that they cannot give him the loan. All the top 4 banks, the first day, this bank have told and made it very clear that they cannot give him the loan. So first this bank he tortures, second then he goes to the next bank, then the third bank, then the following bank. The same torture is going on and on and on and on. Because my dear friends, these guys, as I said you, are completely filled with nerves of steel. It's very hard to convince them and to make them understand that this is not possible, that it is impossible, that they cannot give the loan. How fantastic, how fantabulous, I would say. With all the no's that he still hears, this person is not at all shaken. He's not at all feeling that this is not going to happen. See the conviction, see the clarity, see the confidence that this person is having. One of the bank managers got so screwed up by this person's behavior, the Sochoro's behavior, that he gave a complaint on Sochoro. And the police arrested him. They had to put him into the jail for a 1-week period. And after he had served that 1-week jail sentence, and the complaint was very simple over there. What was the complaint? The bank manager lodged a complaint with the police saying the torture of a bank manager for loan. That's the complaint. After he was released from the jail, the very next moment, what he does is he again goes back and stands into the bank. Now the bank manager is just holding his hands together and is pleading to Sochoro, saying, Sochoro, what do you want? And this person says, sir, loan. It's impossible to give the loan. No, sir, you can give. Somehow you can. 3.5 years, he walked every day into the bank, friend. This is what I call guts. This is what I call passion. Mad passion. You cannot make this guy move away from his commitment to his decision. After 3.5 long years, one bank actually sanctioned the loan. Now, look at the business mind of Sochoro Honda. After one bank sanctions the loan, he takes the loan offer and he goes and shows it to the remaining 3 banks as well. Now, all the 3 remaining banks also sanctioned the loan. Now, according to the papers, all the 4 banks have given the loan. And you know what this entrepreneur, this brilliant young mind of Sochoro Honda does? He chooses the best offer and he rejects all the 3 other offers. Now think what would be the condition of the bank managers. Because he has tortured them for 3 years for the loan and they have issued him the loan and now he's rejecting the loan. The bank managers were almost on the verge of committing suicide. This guy walked 3.5 years and when the loan is given, he's not wanting the loan, he's taking the best and he leaves the rest. And when asked why did he do that, he says, I'm a businessman. I have to only consider the best option. So I took the best loan. And for all the no and no and no and no and no and no and no that came into his life, he waited and waited and waited and waited and waited to convert them all into an yes. And finally, my dear friends, Socharo is going to build his dream factory. And by this time, it's already 18 long years since he walked out of his college. 18 long. Walked out of his house. And finally, he is building up the factory. And as promised, the day before he left the conference room to all the people on that Sunday afternoon, he promises to the guys inside the room, he promises that I will be putting in a very big factory, one of the most greatest automobile factory, the biggest and the largest in Japan. And I would employ 800 engineers. And that's what he does.
The factory name was Tokosekai, sir.
My dear friend, I am so very glad that you have the information, but to keep it interesting to our friends, I would want you to hold it for suspense for some time, okay? Because there is a greater magical moment coming out of this. So please zip yourself for some time and appreciation that you are aware. One among the many millions of M.G.R students are aware. Good. So as he decides and as he commits to the crowd on that Sunday afternoon before leaving the conference room, he builds the biggest factory in the whole of Japan and is employing 800 engineers. And the night before the opening of the factory, he throws a gala party because the next day the factory is going to open and he wants the people to enjoy. He invites all 800 employees and their families to the factory and he throws a very extraordinary party. And towards the end of the party, he calls the head of the factory, the head of the manufacturing, and asks him, what time will we start the production tomorrow morning? And the head of the factory says, sir, we have planned it for 5 a.m. He said, awesome, good, congratulations, let's start it at 5 a.m. And he goes back home, sits on his bed, unable to sleep, because my dear friends, he has been waiting for this day, waiting for this moment for 18 long years. Every single second of this 18 years, he has fought for this day. He was just sitting there, staring at his phone, waiting for the phone to ring, counting every single second as it is ticking and ticking and ticking and ticking and ticking. He was thinking of all the pains he had in his life, waiting for it moment after moment after moment. His life was going like a flashback in front of his eyes. All the pains, all the shame, all the disgrace, all the failures, tears unwilling to roll down from his eyes, his heart becoming heavy. This man was waiting for the call and the phone rings. The phone rings at 4:45. Briskly, he moves out of his bed and walks towards the phone. And with a huge breath, he takes the phone and says, hello. And the voice on the other side said, sir, good morning, sir. You know what? He waited 18 years to hear this word called sir. The pride man with a smile on his face says, good morning. Sir, please come to our factory. And Soichiro Honda says, I'm coming. Sir, please come to our factory as soon as possible. Soichiro says, I am coming. Again, the voice on the other side says, sir, please come to our factory as soon as possible because our factory is burning. Our factory is burning. Sorry? Burning? My factory is opening today only. I think you have called a wrong number. Sir, dear Soichiro sir, dear Honda sir, it is our factory, it is burning. Please come as soon as possible. You know my factory? It had 800 people. We were ready for production this particular morning. Sir, 788 people have died. That is our initial report. Please come, sir. No. Actually, World War II broke out. Americans dropped a bomb over the Honda factory. So even before the operation could begin, the factory was destroyed. I am coming. He went there and stood in front of the factory. He was just looking at the factory, not knowing what to see. He just looked at the sky and he says, God, why today? It could have been yesterday or it could have been tomorrow. Why today, God? I waited for this day for 18 long years, not knowing what to do. This man was standing there, seeing his dreams up in flames, seeing his dreams go into dust, not knowing what to say. All of a sudden, my dear friends, he realizes he is standing on someone's blood. That is when he says that. Immediately he steps back, and he did not know whose blood it was, because he thought until today it was my hard work, my sweat, my blood I shed towards my dream. But today someone else has shed their blood for my dream. I don't know whose blood it is, but I swear on this blood, I will build this factory again. And this time, when I build this factory, it will be the largest factory in the whole of Asia. And I will not employ 800 people, I will employ 1,600 people. Friends, see here. When you guys meet with a challenge, when you people break down, when you meet with things that is anchoring you, that is pulling you down, you break. The smallest of the smallest challenge breaks you today. But these guys are oppositely rewired and designed. When they meet with a failure, they become strong. They become stronger than before. They become powerful than before. They become extraordinary than before. This guy didn't know how he is going to do it, but he promised that he will do it. The biggest factory in the whole of Asia, not 800, 1,600 people. If you think great leaders are made from great moments of life, then you are wrong. You are completely wrong. Until this particular day, everyone knew this man as a very selfish person. The entire nation was into slavery, and this man was busy earning money in dollars. Until this particular incident happened at the platform number 2, St. Edinburgh's railway station. He was kicked out of a moving train. He was stamped on his chest. He was spit on his face, and he was thrown out of the moving train. And when he was being thrown out, all his luggage got scattered away for almost 200 meters onto the platform. That's when he thinks, I am the most educated person of my country. And if I am treated like this, how are they going to treat the 6 lakh more people of my nation? Lying down on the platform number 2 of the St. Edinburgh's railway station, this person is feeling ashamed, broken, no one to help him. And that is the day, my dear friends, he decides, from today until the last breath, every Indian deserves the bloody respect, and I will fight for them. This decision was not taken in an air-conditioned room. He did not make this decision in the comfort of luxury with all the great leaders in the world, be it Jawaharlal Nehru or Lala Rajpat Rai or Subhash Chandra Bose or Bipin Chandra Pal. There they did not decide, okay, you are going to fight for the freedom of the country, so you become the father of the nation, and we will all support you. Let your photo come onto the currency notes. No. Right there, onto the platform number 2 is when he decides that I am going to stand up for my country and my people. And that is the day when Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi became the Mahatma Gandhi. Today, stopping you is very easy, my dear friends. Stopping you from your dreams, stopping you from your desires, stopping you from your goals, stopping you from your ambitions is very, 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 very easy. Let 10 people come and tell you. Leave 10 people, 2 people come and tell you, hey, this is a very bad idea. And you will start doubting yourself. Is it? Oh, it's a bad idea. Yeah, you are correct. I should not have thought like this. You try to reconvince yourself with the thoughts of the other person. You don't have a self-belief and a confidence in you. That's the difference between you and them. Yes, Ajas. Anything that you'd like to share over here?
Yes, Vishal. Talking about pursuing your passion. The decision is what we saw as your first secret. On the second aspect of the passion zones, today if you see, most of us have this biggest disease in all of us. The biggest disease, not just in all of us, in every one of us. Can somebody tell me what is that disease? What is that biggest disease that stops us from doing things? Can someone tell me what is that disease all about? It is fear. It is shyness. It is this feeling that what will people think about me? All of you are in fact having this feeling even right now. All the 38 or 40 people on this bridge, and for all those remaining 600, 700 people who have registered, who have not come to this session for reasons best known, there's something that was stopping them from coming on. It was their mind block, thinking, what kind of session is this going to be like? Is it really going to do any good to me? What if they ask me questions? I don't want to be going online and answering questions. I don't know. I don't know how my face looks. I don't know how I look. I don't know how my voice will sound. What if my answers are stupid? Suichiro Honda could have easily given up when he received that order, when he received that price of $1 billion US, except 7,000 crores, as all of us imagine in the country. Right? Even that time could have been a very big money. He could have probably taken that money and gone to the US, settled down. He could have gone to some other country and settled down. He could have built a beautiful house in Japan. And he could have done so many things with that money that time. He could have given up when those 4 bank managers lodged a police complaint against him and said, the next time this guy comes, throw him out. He could have given up. Relentless, regardless of all the challenges that he was facing, including an arrest. Suichiro went on to convince all the 4 banks to give him the loan. And then, as Vishal just put it, these are crazy people. Yeah? They do some of the weirdest, the most craziest thing in life. Normally today, when we apply for loans, right? We apply in Axis Bank, HDFC, ICICI. We'll apply in 3-4 banks. Although our requirement is only maybe a couple of lakhs, we will apply in 3-4 banks just to see how it comes through. And when we get this money, then let's say if out of the 4 banks, even if 2 or 3 banks give you, we will still take it. It doesn't matter. We will keep it. We will use it. Because today, our wants are more than our needs. Today, we need milk. Yeah, we need milk. But our desire is we want to build a big factory, a dairy farm. We want to have this, we want to have that. There's so much of enthusiasm, but we don't have a clarity in terms of what is our need. All you need is a milk. Sachiro Honda had just one requirement. There's one vision, there's one focus. I want to build an automobile factory. This is my requirement. And the moment he got that requirement, he took the best of the offers and went ahead. That's because of his mad passion. The passion was there right from the day he was sending designs under his college's name. Passion was there right from the time when he walked out of that college saying that I would like to build my own pistons factory. I would like to design my own pistons. The passion was there when he built 172 designs and they were rejected. The passion was there when the 173rd design was finally approved. It came in for purchase from Ford Motors Company. Passion was all the way. It's just that it became stronger and stronger. Where are we today, my friends? Where are we today? I ask this question to all those in this bridge today. What is your passion? Is it just to complete graduation, take up a job, earn those salaries, not worry about the environment, not worry about the society that you're living, not worried about how you're going to improve the lives of other people? It's not my business. Today, that's the attitude we all carry. Why should I bother? What's not my business? If my neighbor doesn't have water, it's not my business. If my neighbor or if somebody living around my house is suffering, that's his problem. That's his carelessness. That's the attitude we carry today. We don't go forward because we feel that what will people think about me? You don't have that thought process where you feel that why shouldn't I do this? Why can't I make a difference in people's lives? Why can't I change the way this world is? Normally, today when we see, when people come and talk all these things, they make fun. Swami idea, Sadhu idea, Sadguru idea. This is how people talk. It has happened with us. It has happened with us after almost 25, 28 years of work experience. When I started doing these webinars, these seminars, these guest lectures, when I started posting my videos, when Vishal started posting his videos, his seminars, people started messaging us. So you are the 2 new Sadgurus in town, in Chennai now. You are the 2 new Nityanandas in Chennai now. All sorts of comments. He said, yes, we are the new Sadgurus. We are the new Swamiyars or Swamiji or whatever you want to call my friend. Yes, we are the ones. But why don't you come and attend one of our sessions? We do a lot of programs. We do a lot of events. Maybe we don't come with with long தாடியெல்லாம் வச்சுக்கிட்டு பெரிய முடியெல்லாம் போட்டுலாம் அவங்க இல்லை. We are coming in normal, good haircuts, wearing these formal attires. Why don't you come and attend our programs? Just attend it. It just goes for about an hour or so. Attend it. You will not lose anything, but I'm sure you will definitely gain something. That's why today, my friends, myself and my friend Vishal here, we have come from various domains after having put more than 2.5 decades of experience. Today we are into this journey of self-improving ourselves. We are into this journey of changing everyone's life. And today we have come up with training more than 200 plus colleges. Over 3 lakh individual people is what we have touched upon. 3 lakhs, and the numbers are still growing. Over 1,500 corporate establishments is what we have trained so far. Passion, my friends, passion. Do you have it in you? Yes, Vishal.
Yes, Aegis. My dear friends who are still with us into this program, we were supposed to be completing this program by 12 o'clock. That was the time that we had set in, but we are already overshot 44 minutes. And if we need to complete it properly, it may take us another 30 to 35 more minutes. Okay, so we wanted to share with you 3 secrets from this inspirational, mind-blowing, exceptional masterclass story of Sochiro Honda. But already in the process, we have given you 2. 1, decisions, and 2, crazy, mad passion. When you make the right decision and commit your life to live by the decision, to honor the decision, to do anything and everything for the decision, there can be nothing that can stop you. You become the unstoppable. And 2, passion. This was the same mantra that was being told to us, told to me specifically, when I was in my 6th standard by my father. He said, son, I know for sure that you will do something great with your life, because I was good in academics right from the beginning. But whatever you do, remember this mantra of life. Do what you love and love what you do. There would be nobody to defeat you in what you do. And that's what we as a team are today carrying forward into all our works, into all our activities. We love every project, we love every action, we love every commitment, we love every decision. We enjoy. It doesn't look like work for us, it is just enjoyment. We go there and we start speaking and speaking and speaking and speaking. The audience keeps us motivating, they keep us inspiring, they keep us going. Because passion is infectious. When you can show your true passion to the world, you are going to go places into the world. So that was the second thing. Now, due to the paucity of time, I would just want to stop over here and take a quick review from all our friends who are still with us, right from Geeta to Pragati to Ashwin to Ajit to Sriram to Kandakumar to Mahalakshmi. What did you feel about the program so far? And the Aegis, in the meanwhile, if you can just have the 1 second. Friends, this is what I wanted to bring to your notice. This is our website, and we are known into the market by the name called Skills Enhancement Academy. Okay, so Aegis, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, I am.
Yes, so this is our website, my dear friends. We help you transform your life and your career. This is the right place for you at the right time to be in, a place for self-discovery, personal and professional growth, and lifelong learning. Some of our signature programs are like this: building leadership capability, stop managing and start leading. Okay, So communication mastery, to make people rally behind your vision, master world-class communication. So we also have programs to increase your productivity and accelerate your performance. And for people who are dreaming to go abroad, we have some of the most amazing workshops being run on IELTS and TOEFL. So when you scroll down, you'll be able to see about us. Again, we talk about the same word, passion led us here. So 30 plus Fortune 500 companies and 150 plus educational institutions, training and coaching. Okay, so that's what we are known in the market for. So we have some of the fantastic collaborations with Ministry of Medium and Small Micro Enterprises. We are doing some of the great programs for communication, corporate collaboration, faculty development programs. And we have a superb method by which we try to gauge your effectiveness into the program. So it's a 5-step process that we go in, right from diligent evaluation, customized learning spectrum, the learning journey, empower and elevate, and continuous learning culture. So some of our best products into the market are entrepreneur development program. We are doing a lot of EDP workshops. We are doing incubation centers. We are helping young minds become successful entrepreneurs. We are storming with stories. We have programs related to linguistic excellence. So till date, close to 3,40,000 people trained, 40,000 professionals groomed, 700 top management leaders coached, and 1,000 plus faculties mentored. So into our various offerings, you have communication mastery, train the trainer, IELTS mastering. Into training, you have corporate training, educational institutions and individuals. Into coaching, today we coach on multitudinal things. Okay, so just I would like to show you a small glimpse of our coaching page. Okay, this is how our coaching journey looks. About our coaching, we do a peak performance coaching. We give you your personal success blueprint, and we also do business and entrepreneurship coaching. Okay, so in training, if you're looking from the educational institutions perspective, because you are from a college, so these are the programs that you can look at: campus to corporate, employability skills, communication mastery, business communication, and missionary of India. When you go to the program, the images flip and you get to learn about the program. And when you are with us, we even help you learn it much better. Okay, so Ajas, I'm just removing my slide share. I want you to bring in the presentation quickly for the next 2 minutes. So an amazing history of our organization and how we started our journey and what we have built up in the last 1.5 decades. Okay, so 16th year into progress, this is what Skills Enhancement Academy has done. So look at our presentation for you. So this is all about inspiring minds and transforming lives. So we are coaching, mentoring, and consulting for corporates, educational institutions, and individuals. So our vision is to create and establish a wave of holistic transformations among individuals with a fresh and renewed approach towards enhancing their life and career. So our mission is to inspire and transform 5 million people by 2025. So quickly moving on, next. Let's show them some of our signature programs that we have done. So these are the various things that you can find as offerings, the amazing fleet that we have achieved so far. Okay. What are the coaching and consulting solutions that we give, our uniqueness, the impacts that we have created, our clientele, Infosys, Cognizant, Google, Wipro, BMW, Renault Nissan, Royal Enfield, Ashok Leyland, Amazon, Distillery, Honeywell, Philips, Sutherland, Scientific Publishing Services, Warner Brothers, Eon Hewitt, Trimble, Mahindra Motors, Vedantu, Malaysian Airlines, okay, Bima Karo. And in education institutions, 190 is the target now. Hindustan University, VIT Vellore, SRM, Anne Violet, Soka Ikeda, M.G.R, Anna Adarsh, Krishna Swami, and multiple other. Now, these are our signature programs into various places, my dear friends. Every bit of our program is experiential. Okay, we do even guest talks for colleges. We have delivered for the leadership teams of the greatest organizations. Okay, so whichever companies we mentioned, these are the programs, photos of those companies, of those colleges. So very renowned brand into the market today. And the last slide is pretty important. That's why I wanted to show you this presentation. So please have a look That's the slide. Now we are even doing a lot of virtual programs, some of our signature programs and workshops virtually for people. And even for schools, we do programs. Now, this is a slide I'm talking about, my dear friends. That's the mail ID. That's the contact number, 86866 27275. You can always be in touch with us on that number. And please go ahead and join us on Facebook and Insta. That's the ID of us on Facebook and Insta, at Success at Sea. I repeat, at Success at Sea. So when you type in that into Insta, when you type in that into Facebook, you will come and join us. And every day we keep adding up some posts, some videos, some motivational things for our students and our individual members. So please be there to like, to follow, to subscribe, and be a part of the learning journey. Thank you so much. So anyone who wants to share your experience can go ahead and share your experience. We will look forward to hearing from you, Pragati and the team, and also from Ms. Mohanapriya if you're into the call.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Ajit, sir, for a mind relaxation start, which was much needed in this situation. Actually, which is very, very necessary in this COVID situation. And Mr. Vishal Kedar, sir, making this session more interactive and motivating our students by a powerful quote and a great life story, which inspired us much. Sure, our students will make use of it and of this situation and opportunities also. Students can raise your questions or any clarifications you have, you can raise.
And the story has
Please
never
unmute
ended.
your mic.
Thank you, Ms. Mohana. The story is
yes,
not,
sir. Actually, yeah. Sure, we can.
Due to the lack of time, we are just concluding. But anytime, if you want to listen to the story, you can always join us. You can let us know. We'll organize a special session for you, for the interested folks who have been with us till the end of the program. We will share our Zoom meeting ID and you can come and join us, and we will continue the story from where we left. But right now, the two biggest secrets are being there, just put out. Decision and crazy mad passion. If you have this as your formula, you are already into reinventing this 2.0 version out of you. So yes, so can I hear it from Geeta, Pragati, Ashwin, or anybody else? Come on, would love to hear.
Sir.
Thank you, Pragati, for unmuting. Yes, go ahead.
So thank you so much for both of you for bringing out an amazing session here. It was really an eye-opener session for me listening this. So we all take different decisions on our life, but we too stick on some decisions and we will have some alternate decisions as you said in the session. So after hearing this session and hearing to you, we actually got a sort of confidence on being very strong and determinant on the decision we take, and I'll really follow those two in my life to be very strong on my future decisions, sir. And this was really a very informative session I've attended, and I thank you both for giving such a useful session for us, sir. Thank you so much for spending your time on giving us such a very great session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Pragati. Thanks a lot. And we wish you a very best in whatever you do, and wherever you require support with your decisions in your life.
Thank you for a wonderful session, sir. I'm Ashwin.
Yeah, Ashwin, go ahead, Ashwin, listening.
Thank you for a wonderful session, sir. It was so motivational, sir.
Thank you so much, Ashwin. We loved your company. We loved every single person who stayed back to listen to us. And for all the...
Sorry.
Thank you, Vishal and Ajit, for telling, just I think the students have got more motivated how to succumb to your decisions, because normally the students used to have a wavering mind that once they will decide, as you said, the alarm, right, in the morning alarm, just losing it off, and the fasting, it's a, every person used to do this. But now, hereafter, the students will, yeah, I want to do something. I have to stick on to my decision. So definitely, it's a, this session is quite useful, and I hope really the students have got some sort of lessons they have got from this kind of sessions. And I'm looking forward to many more sessions with you, Vishal and Reddy. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ms. Geeta. Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you, Pragati. And thank you, every single one of you. And thank you, the management staff of M.G.R institutions, for giving us this wonderful opportunity to become a part of your learning journey. And we would always look forward to partnering up for many, many more such programs for staffs, for students, and bringing in a C of transformation through C, the Skills Enhancement Academy. So thanks a lot and all the very best. Keep following us on all the social media handles for regular updates about our programs. And when the right time comes, please invite us for one of the greatest learnings that we could ever give you through all our signature workshops. It's all experiential, it's activity driven. And if the last 1.5 hours has really meant something for you and it has inspired and built, renewed the confidence levels in you, going forward in a full-fledged program, you could definitely expect for a lot of transformations from our side. And that's what we promise: inspire minds and transform lives. So thank you so much for joining us. This is your friend Vishal and my colleague Ajas signing off on this beautiful noon. Thanks a lot for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, and wish you all
Thank you,
safe
sir.
and happy weekend as well.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Now I request Ms. Ruby Shantameri to render a vote of thanks. Ma'am, are you online? Ruby, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah.
Very good afternoon, everyone. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks. My sincere thanks to Almighty God for making today's session a grand success. By His blessings and grace, we are able to make the session what it was. First and foremost, I thank our chief guest, Mr. Vishal Kharkar and Mr. Aegis, who spent his busiest time gracing the occasion. Today, we had an opportunity to hear your thoughts have enlightened our minds and your motivational words and meditation and all. And thank you, sir. Thank you. And next, I will next I thank our Honorable President, ACS Arun Kumar, sir, and respected Vice Chancellor, ma'am, for their unstained support for this issue. I would like to take this opportunity to record my heartfelt thanks to Honorable HOD Professor Dr. C.B. Kumar, sir, for great support and guidance. I express my gratitude to all my dear colleagues for their valuable contribution. The essence of fruit is always tasted in the last, and we believe that the last will be the best. I would like to thank all my dear students for their cooperation in making the FDP year resounding success. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. The pleasure is ours.
Thank you.
Looking forward to a great association with Dr. M.G.R.